There's this celebrity I had on my flight coming from LA. Oh my God, when I saw her in the terminal, I was new. I was like, oh my God. I love her. She's in my favorite TV show. When I say my favorite TV show, my favorite TV show, my favorite TV show. And everybody used to say that I remind them of her. So in my head, I'm meeting her. And in the terminal, she was by herself. That's fine. She came on the plane. She walked on. She was like the third person to walk on. The third passenger to walk on the plane. And the plane owes over 200 and something people, right? And it was a full flight coming from LA to Miami. She walked on and I said, good morning. She did not look up at me. She kept her head straight and she kept walking. And I said it very loudly. And she had no headsets on. So I turned around and I go, good morning. Did you hear me? And my flight attendant was like, bitch, I heard you. I'm sorry. He said, I heard you. I thought so. Okay. So I let it slide. I went back to do my duties. And later on down in the flight, when we were doing drinks, we did pre-departure. She went fine. For boarding, she took the entire 45-minute wiping down her chair. And this is pre-COVID. This wasn't COVID or after COVID. It was pre-COVID. And I was like, oh, maybe she has I fly on the plane. I get it. But, okay, mom. I get it. 10 minutes, I get it. 5 minutes, I get it. 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, just get off at that point. 45 minutes. We done boarding. You still wiping. And I mean, she wiped to the point where the passenger next to her felt weird. Because she was like trying to wipe on his side. And she wasn't even trying to say hello or be friendly. She quiet, just mask up, hoodie, wiping. Okay. Long story short. Okay. I wasn't gonna judge her. I left her alone while she wiped for 45 minutes. Then I finally went on. I was like, at this point, we gotta take a seat. I was like, I'm sorry, ma'am. You gotta take a seat because the guy now in the aisle is standing up because you're not giving him room to go sit down because you're still wiping. She ain't saying nothing. She just sit down. Fine. She did what she was supposed to do. We took off. When we were in air and everything, I went out and to ask if anybody want anything. She's sitting there. She didn't look up. Did not look up. Okay. She didn't look up. She did not acknowledge me, mind you. I love this woman. Like, my heart is being shattered based off of her behavior. And it wasn't like I wanted anything from her. I simply was just doing my job, honestly. After serving everybody their drinks and everything, I then was like, everything was finished. Picked up everything, food, everything, cleaned up everything. Me and my crew member. And the crew member went to the back. Now, she's awake the entire time. Never looked up at me. Even when I was like taking pretty much, when I was taking orders, she literally just like did not turn her head or say anything. And I was like, ma'am, would you like anything? And she didn't look up. Okay, that's fine. Now at this point, I'm annoyed because I'm disappointed. I love you. Like, I love you. How are you breaking my heart like this? Turned out, later on, the gentleman next to her asked me for something. So I went to him and I got it. Same time, she kind of turned her head a little bit and looked at me. Me and her were the only two people in first class. That's why it was breaking my heart too. With all two, my sister, you doing me bad. And to top it off, she looked at me and I felt like, oh my, I'm gonna be me. I'm like, hi, would you like anything to drink? Bitch, this lady be like this. I'm Jamaican. I don't, not to say I'm Jamaican, I just know that my mom would have. So no, I don't, that's when I draw the line. I'm like, excuse me? She's like, and she did it again. I said, I'm sorry, I don't know who you're doing this to, but if you look at me, I am a human being. I'm speaking to you, and if you don't want nothing, it's simple for you to say, I'm sorry, I don't want anything. She turned and she looked at me, and I said to her, don't do that, because I really like who you are, based off of the image you portrayed. Don't disappoint me. And I turned around and I walked off. Don't disappoint me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because now I gotta stop watching this goddamn show. I walked to the front, mind my business. And I was continuing being nice to everybody. I just didn't look at her. She didn't even get up for the bathroom. For the 4-something hour flight, she sat there with her eyes open. She ain't do nothing. She ain't asked for nothing. She didn't want nothing. She ain't eat nothing. She ain't drink nothing. I think she had like a bottle of water. At one point, she kind of like covered her head or something, which is fine because at this point, I'm over, you know. Girl, please. However, I was very professional. I was not rude to her. I can tell you that. I was just like, don't do that. When we land in Miami and she's about to come off, she's coming off and I'm annoyed. Like, I'm annoyed that she's coming off too. Like, I'm annoyed. I ain't want nothing. I'm annoyed. Then she stopped at the front and she looked at me and she go, I'm sorry. And I was like, this is me. Have a good day. Have a good day. She stopped at me and she goes, I'm sorry. And I looked at her and I said, I'm not gonna accept that. I said, understand that you're sorry, but I'm not gonna accept it. That was disrespectful. That's what I said. I said, I understand that you are sorry. I accept it, but that was disrespectful. And she stepped to the side and she's like, I know. I'm sorry. And she said it again, and this was her face. And I looked at her and I said, I loved you, girl, and you hurt my feelings. And she said, I had a long day, and I've been having a rough few days. And I said, I get it, because I'm right there with you. But I ain't bring it on here, girl. Because now we're in the galley and she's talking to me. She stepped to the side while my other bartender is selling pie. And she's like, I've had a rough few days. And I said, I get it. Because I've been having a very rough few days myself. And you know what's funny? Hold on, let me hurry up because they're leaving. You hear them? So, after she told me she was sorry, she gave me a hug. And she said, bye. I said, bye, girl. And she left. I felt better because she apologized. She knew what she was doing. But I feel like sometimes some people are going through something you never know what they're going through, right? And she's a celebrity. You thought that, no. They go through shit just like us. To find out she was going through a terrible public divorce. I didn't know that. Anyways, I'm gonna get ready for work. But this is how I get my skin glowy. I'm gonna go fix my hair. It's all in the foundation, your skin prep. That's it, girl. Bye.